I'm Lauren with Pack Hacker, and in this video we're taking a detailed look at the Aer Dopp Kit 3, which I've been testing for the last week. If you found this video helpful, hit subscribe so we can keep making content to help you travel smarter. Let's dive in. In true Aer fashion, the outside of this Dopp kit is pretty simple, and it is made with 1680D Cordura ballistic nylon. So this is a style that you'll see across the brand in general. It's super durable, cleans up pretty easily, which is great and something you need in a bathroom, so that's awesome. We also have YKK AquaGuard style zippers, or a AquaGuard style zipper on the front here, and then just YKK reverse coil on this main compartment. So you also see the standard kind of Aer zipper pulls here, a little plastic, just nice and easy to grip. Jingles a little bit, but nothing crazy. And then also with this Aer tab, this like branding on the side, it's like a Hypalon little loopy tabby thing. There's a little bit of loose threading here, which to me doesn't really cause any durability concerns. This is a pre-production sample, so you know, across the board might not have that issue. And this is something where I just left it on, but you could easily cut this off, and I'm not worried about this actually causing any issues with like unraveling or anything like that. Sometimes there's just some extra thread, so not that big of a deal. And then this front zipper here, this is a self-locking zipper, so it won't open on its own. All you do is lift up that zipper pull there, and then you can open it. So across the board, pretty simple. On the back here, there is a little carry handle, so it's nice and easy to grab. You can just kind of grab it either from your bag, or like when I was carrying this to the bathroom, this is how I would carry it. It's pretty satisfying, honestly, and it is pretty comfortable. It lays flush against the back of this here, so you don't have to like even think about it when you're not using the carry handle. And then you can also use it as like a loop to hang something up. You do need to bring your own carabiner in order to do that though, so that's something to keep in mind, because it doesn't come with like a loop or anything like that. So that is just kind of a summary of the outside of this Dopp kit. So let's get a closer look at the inside. The only secondary compartment we have on this Dopp kit is this front little zippered pocket. So I'm just gonna open that up really quick. What's nice about this as well is, in addition to having that AquaGuard style zipper, you also have a little zipper garage here. So you're really protected from any like liquid getting in. And so that is really great to see. And then this pocket is a really great size for just like tiny items. So in here I have like nail clippers and tweezers, or if you wanted to put things that you access really frequently in here, like you know, an extra stick of chapstick or something like that. Feminine products also fit really well in this pocket, and they just kind of like stay out of the way, which is really great. This pocket here, as you start to pack it out, it'll bulk out this way versus cutting into that main compartment space. So that's really great as well. So you can put some like thicker items in here without having much of an issue. You can see that this is sewn so that it has a little bit of room to expand out. So that's really great. If you don't need this pocket, it does just lay flush, but it is a really great spot for tiny items. So I recommend just kind of prioritizing putting those in there, and then you can really take advantage of the main compartment for all of your other toiletries. Now going into that main compartment. So this is a 1.8 liter capacity toiletry kit, so, or Dopp kit. So you do have a good amount of space to work with, but it's not overly large. So couple of notes right off the bat here. You can see this toothbrush that I put in here as an example is kind of at an angle, and that's because these elastic loops that are designed to hold a toothbrush are a little bit small to hold a toothbrush on, or a little bit too large to hold a small toothbrush on its own. If you have a larger carrying case for your toothbrush, then this is going to be great because it can fit that. As an example, this is the gum toothbrush that I use whenever I'm traveling, and it fits in here like a dream. Like, it fits in perfectly. It doesn't move around. It's super small, compact. But if you wanted to do, this is like a Philips 1, then this has a little bit of, you know, wiggle room, and it can move around a little bit. So that's something to keep in mind. This is an antimicrobial liner, so and it cleans off pretty well. So over time you're going to get some stuff in here. It is a Dopp kit, but it cleans off pretty decently. This also, these loops, I have a comb over here as an example. This fits a comb nicely. So if you have like a smaller but thicker toothbrush and then a comb, this is a really great spot for that. Otherwise, loops might be a little bit big. But moving on from that, the other thing to notice is with this sunscreen up here, this is a 1.7 ounce bottle, so this is TSA friendly. However, it was a little bit too tall in this pocket for me. I could still get it zipped, but I had to like tuck it underneath the lip. Oh, let me do this really quick. To like tuck it underneath the lip in order to get it to fit perfectly. And that wasn't super convenient, but if you are somebody who puts all of your stuff into other toiletry bottles, like these ones from Eagle Creek, then that might not be a huge issue for you. But if you are somebody who likes to keep them in the original packaging, might be something that you run into in terms of height issues. Sunscreen bottles are kind of tall in general, so I think that that's just more of like a across the board issue. But when you have this open, you can see it like lays flat on its own, which is pretty cool. It will stand up in the bathroom like this if this is how you want to have it. It doesn't really do that on the other side. It is just like this larger side with this big pocket in the back that kind of acts as the base, and then this here is all of your additional items. So looking in this pocket here, this is like their mesh. You'll see it on a lot of their bags and other toiletry kits, other, you know, just pouches in general. Nice and stretchy and kind of see-through, but not really, which is nice. I think it just gives it sort of like a sleek look on the inside here. And then here is where I kept all of my makeup that I needed. So this is just sort of like the dump pocket for me. And you could use this with, I mean, you could put pretty much anything you wanted in here, but that was best for me just for makeup and things like that. So I was able to just kind of like throw everything in there, sift around as needed. Me personally, I don't want a ton of organization all the time. I think it's nice to have it on like one side and then have a bit that's open so that if your items don't fit perfectly, you're not like losing out on storage space. For example, like these loops here, if you don't have a toothbrush that fits perfectly, then you're gonna have to put it elsewhere, and then these are basically useless. So I think it's nice to have options like this. On this side here, have a couple toiletry bottles and then a couple taller bottles as well, just to kind of show you the range of what you can fit inside. I have 3 bottles here, a little kind of serum, and then some lotion and some medication. So you have a decent amount of space down there. Like I said, this is a 1.8 liter capacity, and so it feels roomy without being too much. If you are somebody who likes to pack a little bit more, or you carry a lot of makeup, or you just have a lot of toiletry items that are very specific sizes, this might not be the best fit for you just because it is so like locked in. But for me, this was great because I didn't have that much to carry, and everything that I did need to carry fit in here really, really nicely. So if you're someone who travels a little bit more minimally, this might be a really great option for you. One pocket that I actually forgot to mention because it's so hidden is this zippered pocket behind these 2 elastic straps. So this is just simple to open like the other zipper on the side with the mesh here, and you open it up, and on the inside it's just like a really pretty flat pocket to put whatever you want in here. So I like to do, I have 1-a-day contacts, so when I'm on a trip somewhere, it takes up a lot of space in my toiletry bag just because you need 1 for each day. So this was a really great spot for that. They stayed out of the way, and then I have a couple of bobby pins in here too, but if you want to put like other clips or something like that in there, that works as well. So you have a lot of freedom with what you want to put in this pocket. I would keep it to really small items and like flatter items, but if you don't want to use that pocket, it just stays tucked out of the way. I mean, it's so simple and like basic that I forgot it was even there in the first place. So definitely pretty minimal option there. So there you have it, the Aer Dopp Kit 3. Thanks for keeping it here at Pack Hacker, your guide to smarter travel, and we'll see you in the next one.